boxing. And we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, I want to talk, Eddie Hearn. If you guys haven't heard him in recent news, man, he's saying that Anthony Joshua. First off, when you guys come in here, smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe, man. Let's get these likes up right now. And yeah, man. So I was reading a couple quotes from Eddie Hearn, man, and pretty much Eddie Hearn is saying that pretty much he believes that Anthony Joshua will be 20 times better, okay, in their rematch, which I really don't see it happening. I'm not saying that it can't happen. I'm just saying that I don't see it happening. Anthony Joshua has a lot to work on, and I just really don't feel like Anthony Joshua will be able to figure out, the Da Vinci Code of Usyk in 6 months, 3 to 6 months. You're not going to figure out somebody that completely obliterated you and pretty much dominated you for almost all 12 rounds. You're not going to pretty much figure out how to beat that guy in 3 to 6 months. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't see it happening, man. Boxing learner, what's going on, man? A lot of people need to learn the sport of boxing too, man, because I seen this Usyk freight train coming minimum 4 years ago. Minimum. And everybody that knows me knows that I've been talking about this, but you got to understand it's here now. He finally won, which I thought he was going to do. And, hey, man, I'm going to go ahead and rub it in a little bit, man, because a lot of people doubted, Usyk and doubted his, capabilities and, how good he was and, where he was going in the sport of boxing. And I just feel like, Usyk is a lot different than what a lot of people think, stylistically, he matches up very, very bad for a lot of the heavyweights. A lot of the heavyweights are slow and, they're pretty much, you can pretty much tell what they're going to do, um, when you surprise somebody and you don't know, okay, what footwork and what stance he's gonna be in, Usyk was literally moving all fight, man. He did not stay in one spot the whole time. Usyk was the complete opposite of stationary, the complete opposite, the whole fight. you know Boxing Learner in the chat says he needs to work with some American trainers, in my opinion. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing a couple channels talk about that. And one of my things is, if he does work with an American trainer, will that get him right in 3 to 6 months though? I just truly don't think he's gonna be what everybody wants him to be in 3 to 6 months. I just don't see it. I just don't see him, he just got to go for what he knows, man. He just got to go out there and he's pretty much got to try to put it on, he's got to pretty much try to put it on Usyk, man. He's got to come head first. I mean, excuse me, he's got to come, he's got to come at Usyk, period. You know what I mean? All of that trying to box Usyk and all of that, he was never going to win like that, As soon as I knew he was losing weight in camp, I just knew that it wasn't going to be good for him. You cannot make Joshua lose weight and be quicker and faster than Usyk just overnight. That's not going to happen with weight. I don't care if Anthony Joshua got down to 200 pounds. He's not going to be quicker and have those quick twitch muscle fibers. Neil Diamond, what's going on, man? He says, Corey the GOAT. You already know, man. Where you been, my G? Man, I'm back, man. And it feels good to be back, man. I missed you guys. I've been gone for a while. He says, Usyk, yeah, the game is crazy. But you know what I mean? Listen, man. I'm telling you, man, Usyk's boxing ability is just crazy. Smash that like button when you guys come in here, man. Usyk's boxing. Junior, the truth. He says AJ gets iced in the rematch. Yo, that could possibly happen, Junior, man. Welcome back, Junior. How you doing, man? But yeah, man, I really believe that Usyk showed us a lot. He showed us that he can, he can change it up. He can go, slow, fast. He can be rangy. He can be in your face. I mean, the guy has an inside and outside game that's out of this world. And one of the reporters asked Usyk, and they were like, "Hey, will you be?" He said, "Hey, will you have the answer for Joshua? If he changes up his game, and if he comes with something different in the rematch." And Usyk's response was, "How do you know I can't change my game up?" Whoa. I'm just trying to tell you, man, methodically, Usyk is a lot mentally stronger than a lot of these fighters, man. Usyk is mentally stronger than a lot of these fighters. He didn't even fold under pressure. He didn't even start thinking like, damn, I'm bleeding in my face. I mean, the guy had at least over 30 stitches in his face, man. Right here over his eye, man. Right here where the blood was trickling down in his eye. And he had, you seen no excuses, no excuses, no excuses. You know what I mean? Not that his fucking pre-fight wardrobe was too heavy or any of that shit. He got cut in the fucking eye, bro. I mean, over the eye. You know what I mean? Over 30 stitches. Nobody's even talking about that, bro. What if Usyk has a better rematch? You know what I mean? You guys ever think about that? What if Usyk did better in the rematch? It's definitely ice season for AJ. Definitely, man. Get that man out of here. I just don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't see where he can make himself better in 3 to 6 months. I just don't see it. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. So you're telling me he's going to be quicker, stronger, faster, and have the stamina to last 12 full rounds with Usyk throwing probably almost 100 punches around? You're telling me that you guys' champion Anthony Joshua is going to be able to do all of that in 3 to 5 months? Eddie Hearn is already telling me that he's gonna get this rematch, and he's gonna get this rematch ordered quickly because of the way he's saying it. He's saying that AJ will be 20 times better in a rematch. Okay? You're supposed to be the promoter for Usyk and Anthony Joshua. You're riding Anthony Joshua's nutsack, dude. Why? Yeah, I know you've been with him for a while and all of that, but you got to understand you have a job. You don't see Al Heyman taking sides. You don't see Al Heyman out here saying, Deontay Wilder's going to be 20 times better, after he took that L to Tyson Fury. He stayed neutral. You don't hear a lot about him. So it's like one of those things, like, if you're the promoter, I feel like you should at least smash that like button, you guys. If you're the promoter, I feel like you should at least, not take sides. I feel like Eddie Hearn is definitely have favoritism, but I feel like Usyk was very methodical, and Usyk planned this out so strategically, because you got to understand, would Usyk have even got this fight if he didn't sign the Matchroom? You know what I mean? I don't think he would have. I really don't think he would have. I really do not think he would have. Now, would Usyk get a fight if he would have signed to PBC and fight Wilder? Probably. But would he have got a shot that quick? You know what I mean? Usyk's only had 2 or 3 fights at heavyweight and's got a shot already. But you guys got to understand, Usyk was the mandatory for the WBO before he even entered the heavyweight division. As soon as he left the cruiserweight division, Oleksandr Usyk was the. They have clause when a champion moves up in the WBO. They have a clause. If you look in see what time it is. If you look in the WBO, hold on, I got you, Boxing Learner. If you look in the WBO handbook, it says that if you're the WBO champion at cruiserweight and you want to move up to heavyweight, you pretty much get an automatic shot to fight the heavyweight at the time. If you're the WBO cruiserweight, or if you're in a lower weight and you want to move up weight, you get a chance to fight for the belt. So that's what Usyk did. And he really didn't even need to fight twice. He was waiting on Joshua the whole time. But you heard what Eddie Hearn said in the post-fight press conference. He said maybe we should have just gave up the belt. Eddie Hearn said that. Eddie Hearn said out of his own mouth that maybe we should have gave up the belt. Boxing Learner says the heavyweight division has been shaken, man. He says, I want to see Fury versus Wilder as soon as possible. Yeah, me too. I definitely want to see Fury versus Wilder, but we're gonna get it. And you know, and I just really, really hope that, you know, that Tyson Fury doesn't have any, you know, knock on wood, doesn't have any corona issues, doesn't have any issues with backing out of this fight, man. You know, because I just, you know, listen, man, I just feel like, you know, Tyson Fury has been backing out of fights since God knows when. You know, I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, the guy's been backing out of fights. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. You know, I mean, what do you guys think about the rematch? You know, what do you guys think about Anthony Joshua and and Oleksandr Usyk in the rematch? You know, I mean, the more and more I think about it, man, the more and more I just feel like, you know, Oleksandr Usyk is gonna do Anthony Joshua even worse. You know what I mean? Like, the more and more I think about that, you know what I mean? The more and more I think about Oleksandr Usyk, and the more and more I think about this rematch, bro, I'm gonna be talking about this shit probably every day, bro. Like, for real, because it's like one of those things. Like, I've been saying this shit for at least 4 or 5 years, bro, and it's finally here. Usyk is finally the champion, so I'm gonna relish in his and why he's champion, man. You know, this has been, you know, quote unquote, my guy in the heavyweight division. I've really, you know, liked what I've seen out of Oleksandr Usyk stylistically, and the way he methodically breaks down fighters. You know, he's all buddy with Anthony Joshua.
I couldn't hear what you said.
He's all buddy with Anthony Joshua. He's all buddy with Anthony Joshua in the press conference, and he took the belts right up underneath him, man. He came in, he did his thing, and you know, Anthony Joshua was just stuck there looking like, damn, what happened? You know, it happened that quick. It happened that quick. That fight was over. 12 rounds done. Anthony Joshua looked like when that 12th and final bell rung, they said, and that's another thing. That's another thing I'm going to get into, man. I'm going to read you guys' chats, man, and then I'm going to get back to that, man. Boxing Learner says, AJ is the face of Matchroom and England boxing, so he will always be Eddie Hearn's favorite. Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Boxing Learner. Armando says, I'm just glad Usyk didn't get robbed. Yeah, because they could have. And they were probably thinking, but one judge almost did. 115 to 113, dude. What was that? What was that judge on, man? That wasn't right. That wasn't right at all, man. What was that judge on? You know? And it's just one of those things, man. A lot of these fighters and a lot of these guys out here that are in the heavyweight division, they're not even moving like Oleksandr Usyk. It's like they're nothing like him, man. And, you know, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think that AJ is on an uphill battle, man. Even if he put all his weight back on, you know, Oleksandr Usyk is used to fighting bigger guys. He was in Klitschko's training camp when Wilder was in this training camp, when Fury was in the training camp, and when Anthony Joshua was in the training. I believe they were all three in the training camp at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, Anthony Joshua might not have been there, but Tyson, Fury, and Wilder was in that camp for a little while. So, and Usyk was as well. So, you know, Deontay Wilder knows about Usyk. You know, as much as you guys want to talk about Deontay Wilder really knows about Usyk. I'm not sure if they ever been in the ring before or sparred before, but they were definitely in camp together because they were in that Klitschko camp together way back when, years ago. You know, so I knew once, you know, they were in that camp, and Tyson Fury was in that camp too. So you got to understand, like, all of these guys were in one camp together. You know. Armando says, Boxing Learner says they really were trying to swerve Usyk. Yeah, they tried to get over it. They tried to just, you know, get him out of the way. Armando says AJ has a better chance in the rematch. He had success when he went to the body and pressured Usyk. He actually hurt Usyk to the body at times, but AJ abandoned the body. How you gonna keep hitting the body when you keep getting hit in the fucking face? When you go to the body, you open your face up. So, I mean, you're going to keep going to the body when you getting your head touched up every time. And Usyk got AJ hurt numerous times that everybody's seen. Usyk might have got dazed, but I never seen Usyk stumbling or hurt. Like where you're like, oh my God, this fight could stop at any second now. That's hurt, okay? Anthony Joshua got hurt where you're like, whoa, are they going to stop the fight at the end of the 12th round? They stopped the 12th round 8 seconds early, too. That's a fact. 8 seconds early, they rung the bell. They saved Anthony Joshua's ass. Armando says, I had Usyk winning, too, but the rematch is closer than people might think. In my opinion, AJ has a big chance. Hey, Armando, you're the one that picked Anthony Joshua to win the first fight that he got dominated in. So, of course, you're going to pick AJ in a rematch, and you're going to think you're going to think he does better. There's nothing that I'm not gonna say there's nothing, but AJ is in an uphill battle. AJ is in an uphill battle, and I just don't see it happen. I just don't see AJ, making those necessary adjustments. He says very weird. 12th with the 8 seconds. Yup. He says nope. I had Usyk winning, bro. Is that on paper, Armando? Can I see that on paper? Are you in Champ Ross's league? Cause I'm in Champ Ross's league, and I'll show you my I'll show you who I had winning right now. You can go on my Instagram and check my joint out. I got facts. Anybody that told me they picked Usyk, I need that in writing, dude. Ask Champ Ross. I'm in Champ Ross's boxing prediction league, which last week when Usyk won, I got 3rd place out of almost 50 people. So my proof is in the pudding. All my picks were good. Not all of them, but most of them were good. I got 3rd place out of 50 people in the prediction league. I might know boxing a little bit. But, it's one of those things, man. You got to understand, man. A lot of people are holding on to, AJ and thinking he can do this and thinking he can do that. I'm not saying AJ. I'm not saying that AJ cannot do it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that because he can. But will he is the question. And the more and more I think about it, the more and more I'm gonna go with I don't think he can do it, man. I really don't. Armando says, yup, you can go to H Money's channel, bro. I had Usyk winning. I had a 30 push-up bet and won. Wow. Okay then, Armando. Okay. I gotta respect that, dog. I gotta respect that. You know what I mean? You get my respect on that joint, man. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Cause I know a lot of people didn't pick Usyk. That's why I'm saying it now, man. A lot of people are saying that they pick Usyk, man. And listen, bro, I've been rocking with Usyk, you guys know, for a very long time. So I just feel like all of these people coming out of the woodwork saying that they pick Usyk. I'm not saying you didn't, Armando, but I'm just saying it's kind of strange that all of these people come out the woodwork now, but where were they? Where were they, where were they, a couple, where were they like a week ago, I don't know. I just feel like, man, Usyk is the best fighter at heavyweight. And, yeah, man, I just feel like Usyk is going to get the job done, man. The more and more I think about it, the more and more I study the fight, and the more and more AJ shows me, that, look, man, I just don't think AJ can get it done, man, against him, man. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I really, really don't see it. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not saying he can't. I'm definitely not saying he can't, you guys. But look, AJ is a really good fighter, I'm not taking anything away from AJ. I'm not going to be, Sunday quarterback or whatever they call it, AJ is a good fighter. But so is Usyk. You know what I mean? Usyk's a great fighter. You got good fighters and you got great fighters. Usyk is going to go down in the all-time history books as one of the best fighters to ever live, in my personal opinion. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Shit. That's my dog, man. I've been rocking with Usyk since I started my YouTube channel. Go look at my first three videos. One of them was on on Usyk, man. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, he says me. He says me. Let me read you guys. Let me read the chat. He says me and a couple of Money's channel picked Usyk, but only a few of us. He impressed me after his performance over Chisora. He outclassed him, and Chisora is tough. He gave Fury White Parker hell. Yeah, but all of them aren't Usyk. I'm telling you guys, man, Usyk's a different breed. He says, yup, and he said he was on H Money and H, you know. I can respect that. I can respect that, man. You got to understand there's a lot of fight fans out here that are saying Usyk, you know, this was a fluke. And a lot of people don't even know who Usyk is. You know, Champ Ross sent me something on the messenger joint that, you know, pretty much showed me that, look, there's people out here that don't even know who Usyk is. They said Anthony Joshua cherry-picked against Usyk. There's fans out here saying that. That Usyk was a cherry pick. How the fuck is an Olympic gold medalist and an undisputed cruiserweight champion and an undefeated fighter that's coming into the heavyweight division with all of those accolades? How was he a cherry pick? If anything, he was overlooked. If anything, he was overlooked. And these are just facts, bro. And these are just facts, bro. These are just facts, bro. Straight up. He says Usyk's body or work speaks for itself. Childhood friends with Lomo, that's where the footwork comes from. He's 335 and 15 in the amateurs, a gold medalist with wins over Better Beaver and Joe Joyce. Yeah. Yeah, Armando, you've been doing your research, bro. I've been known that, though. I've known that 6-7 years ago. I've been talking about the same shit you just brought up. You know what I mean? And Alter Better Beaver is one of my favorite fighters as well. But it's one of those things, man. Better Beaver doesn't even have the skills like Usyk has. That's why Better Beaver lost to Usyk in the amateurs. You know, but you gotta understand, man. Usyk is one of those fighters that come around, in my personal opinion, right now, his prime once in a lifetime, because you gotta understand, there's only certain fighters that can do the things that Usyk can do at 221 body weight. And that wasn't in fact 221. People saying that he put on weight and that he wasn't even that big and all of that. You gotta understand, this dude was 221 ripped. 221 ripped. Dude was 221 solid. Solid, man. You know what I'm saying? 221 solid, bro. He says, and becomes undisputed at cruiserweight, in a very deep division. Beating undefeated champion after undefeated champion. Yeah, man. That's another thing, man. How many fucking champions has Usyk fought, man? Motherfuckers don't even give him credit for that shit, man. Gassiev was a champion. Breedis was a champion. Fucking, I think, trust me, man, that dude got at least a couple champions on his resume, man. You know what I mean? I say Usyk got at least, he got at least 4 to 5 champions on his resume. Maybe more than that. If I ain't did the math yet, I ain't calculated it up yet. But I'm gonna say at least 4 to 5. That's minimum. That's what we starting out with. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to understand, man. Breedis, Gassiev, Quinaki, yup. Ain't no walks in the park. Yup, Armando, you are right. You are 100% right, my brother. Hell yeah, man. Sheesh. Going into work, man. Salon. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. We on the live stream right now. Uh-oh. Say what's up.
Yo.
You're late.
What you talking about?
You're late, Brody. No. Going in there. Hey, y'all. This is Courtly Boxing, man. Listen, man. Hit me up on the next one. I'll be going live tomorrow, you guys. So what's today? Monday. So Tuesday I'll be going live. Maybe around the same time, maybe a little sooner. But I got you guys, man, for sure, man. You know that, man. Peace and love, man. It's Corey Lee Boxing, baby. You already know. Armando, I better see you back on my next live stream. Hit that bell notification, you guys. And I'll see you guys on the next one. He says, does anyone Bridgeweight division is going anywhere in boxing? Yeah, I got you, man. I'll hit you up on the next one, y'all.